Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to be trying a few new products. Now this isn't going to be a first impressions. I do have like 2 products that are first impression, but everything else I have tried at least once. Now the reason for that is because I originally was going to do 2 separate videos, and I was doing 2 separate videos, but I was editing and doing them at the same time, and I didn't like any of the footage, so I just scrapped it and said, you know what, we're just gonna put those 2 videos together. I'm just gonna use all those products in one video and call it a day. So that is what we're doing today. Originally I had planned to do a dedicated video on the new Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette, but I already seen a lot of people getting up their dedicated review and all that stuff with this new palette, so I said, you know what, I'm not even going to waste my time doing that. I am going to do a look, and then I'm going to do some comparisons with other Natasha Denona palettes, and then I will let you guys know how I feel about this. But as far as doing like 2 different eye looks and then doing swatches and all that, I'm not going to do that. It was just too much for me. So I am going to use this one again. I'm going to do a look with it. I will have used this 3 times already because originally I did 2 different eye looks, but I just wanted to go ahead and let you guys know. And then on my second separate video, I was testing out a few new products to me, and like I said, I just scrapped it, and we're going to do it again but this time in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is April. I would hope you would consider subscribing to my channel, and if you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. Okay, let's get started. I did do a couple things off camera. First thing first, I did use the Glowish primer, and then for foundation and concealer I did use the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. I have it in the shade 118 light medium, just in case you wanted to know. It is a pretty good match for me. And then I did go in with the Pat McGrath concealer in the shade L5. This is called the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection concealer. So that is what I did so far. Now let's go ahead and do the eyes first. We'll start on the eyes. I do have a new eyeshadow primer I want to try. I finally get to try this one from e.l.f. This is called the Lock It Down Eyeshadow Primer. It does have the doe foot. It just looks like this. Normally I like a eyeshadow primer that has pigment, but we will try it out. Like I said, I do have a little bit of product on my eyes already. This has a little bit of a color, like a pink color to it. This almost reminds me of the one that I like from About Face. It almost has that texture and that look of it. I'm just gonna do one eye with you guys, and then I'll do the other side off camera. Let me go ahead and just blend this out with my finger. Does feel similar to my About Face one, and it does have a little bit of a pigment to it, like almost like a white pink pigment. Interesting. So that is what it looks like. Okay, I thought it was going to be like completely clear, but it's not. It's not sticky or anything like that. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to set this off to the side. Now for eyeshadow palette. Oh, you guys, I'm finally going to be able to try this on camera with you guys. I do have the new Natasha Denona I Need a Warm palette. This is what the palette looks like. I am going to go ahead and just do a simple eye look. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to start off with Mellow, which is this shade right here, and I'm just going to place that all in my eyelid. So that way I can set the eyeshadow primer down. I'm just going to get this Morphe M504 brush. I love this brush so much. I'm just going to pick a little bit of that shade up. It does have a little bit of pickup or kickback in the pan, but not too bad. And this is almost the color of my skin tone. Okay, so that first shade is on. Now it's starting to feel a little bit sticky, so hopefully I didn't put that color on too fast before letting that eyeshadow primer set a little bit. But that is what the first shade looks like. You can't really see anything. I can on camera, but I mean off camera, but that is what it looks like. Okay, and then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take, let's see, what shade do I want to take next? I don't know if I want to take Soft Spot or Them. That is what those two colors look like. I think I'm going to take Soft Spot, and I'm just going to put it in my crease. And I'm going to use the same brush, the M504 brush. That shade Soft Spot is pretty pigmented, so just be careful if you use it as a transition shade. I think I'm going to mix in a little bit of Mellow just because it is a little bit too dark for what I wanted. I'm just going to do it up here in the top just to blend it out a little bit. Ooh, that looks better. Okay, I like the way this looks. That looks really, really pretty. Ooh, I like that. So far, so good. That's pretty. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is, let's see, this shade right here, Flash Over. Yeah, Flash Over, I love it. It's almost like a cream to powder, but it's not. Do I want to use that? Or do I want to use Pep? I'm going to use Pep just because it is a little bit darker than Flash Over, but Flash Over is a really, really pretty shade, and like I said, I'm not sure. I think that's a new formula. If it is, it's a really good formula. I like it. If you didn't like the cream to powder formula, you're probably going to like this one a little bit better. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take another brush, a smaller brush, or not a smaller brush, just one more that's a more pointed like this, and it's the BK Beauty 202 brush, and I'm just going to take Pep, and I'm going to just put it at the tip of the brush. And then I'm going to go back in with that first brush we used with no additional product, and I'm just going to blend it right here on the top. Okay, that is what it looks like so far. So far, so good. That looks really good actually. And I don't have a lot of fallout. Actually, I don't have any fallout so far. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to use which shade do I want to use? I'm not sure if I want to use Hinker, which is this shade right here, or the shade next to it, which is Dynamis. I'm not 100% sure how to say that. Supposedly Hinker's supposed to be a duochrome, but I personally do not see it. I think it's Hinker. One of these shades down here is supposed to be a duochrome, and I do not see it at all. Let me see, what shade do I want to use? I think I want to use, I can't decide. We're going to use this shade right here, which is Dynamism. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Some of these words are really hard for me to pronounce. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take a flat brush. I'm just going to use this one. This is the MAC 242S brush. I'm not sure if you could get this still, but any flat brush like this will work. There's a brush that's similar to this from Refer that I really like. I just don't know where I have it right now. I have a lot of brushes that I need to be cleaning. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to pick up that shade, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with some spray just because I don't want fallout. And then I'll go ahead and put it all in my lid. I'm not going to put it too far out just because I don't want to cover up the dark shade that much. I do want to tell you the shade that I use for all over my lid, it is described, excuse me, it's described as a metallic medium dark golden brown, and I definitely see that. I definitely love this color. And then the one next to it, Hanker, it is supposed to be a duochrome. It says a duochrome medium brown with green specks. I don't see that. I just see brown, but that's how they're describing that one. Excuse me. But I just want to go ahead and let you guys know. This is what the eye look is looking like so far. I'm gonna leave it like this for now, and then I'll come back to it in a little bit. But I just want to go ahead and show you guys what it looks like. Like I said, I'm gonna keep it really easy and simple. I'm trying to think. Actually, no. Let me go ahead and do the bottom lower lash line with you guys real quick, and then I'll jump off camera and I'll do this side. So for the lower lash line, I think I want to, what do I want to do? I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take Ripe, maybe? Yeah, let's take Ripe, and I'll just put it all in my lower lash line. I'm going to try to find a small enough brush because I don't want this color to get everywhere. I'll use this BK Beauty 207. It's just like a fluffy pencil brush, and I'll put, actually what I'll do is I'll mix Ripe with a little bit of Vim, and then I'll put that in the lower lash line. Okay, this is what the eye is looking like. I did just get my concealer brush and I just ran it across my brow bone right here and then on the bottom just to make it look a little bit smoother. But so far I do like the way this looks. I don't know, for some reason on camera the shimmer, it looks more orangey, I want to say, and then on here it looks more of a neutral gold color. So I don't know why this look on camera looks totally different compared to what it looks like in person. I actually like the way it looks more in person, but yeah, I don't know why that is. That's weird. Eyes for the most part is done. One side is better than the other. This side that I did off camera looks so much better than the one that I did on camera. They're definitely not twins. But let's go ahead and move on to the face. So for face, this I have not tried. This is going to be a first impressions for me. I did go ahead and I picked up the Dior Forever Skin Contour. I did get mine in the shade 02 Tan. Now, when I think of tan, I think of a really bronzed color. You know what I mean? Medium look too much of a true contour. When I think of medium, I think of a bronze color. This one is definitely more bronzier than the medium, so just keep that in mind. I definitely prefer this shade. I don't really like to contour. I'm gonna try to see if I can just bronze with this. I know this is a contour, but sometimes I can make a contour work for a bronzer, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I really wanted to try this out. I didn't get the foundation just because I want to hold off for the Sephora sale. It should be pretty soon, so I will probably get that during the sale. But this wasn't too expensive. This was $47. I mean, it is expensive, but not compared to the foundation stick. I don't know if I said it was a stick, but this is what it looks like. And then that is what the color looks like. I'll go ahead and give you guys a swatch. I'm not sure if I want to put this directly on my skin. Ooh, see? Ooh. That's more darker than I thought it was. We're going to go ahead and try it still, but that's what the color looks like. Let me go ahead and blend it with my finger to see what it looks like. Actually, no, that looks good. Once it's blended out, it doesn't look too bad. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this. Let's start with the forehead first, and then we'll do the cheeks. I am going to use my favorite brush, the Dibs Duo brush. It just looks like this. I love this side for cream and liquid products. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Like I said, we're going to do the forehead. I have my hair up. And let's go ahead and just put some there, here, and here. Yeah, let's do it like that. I don't want to put too much because I don't want to regret it. And then we'll go ahead and get the brush. Let me put this other mirror down, and I'll just use this as my mirror. That actually looks pretty nice on the forehead. Not bad. You kind of gotta brush it fast though, because I feel like it's drying pretty quickly, but that is not bad at all. Like, that blended out fast. Oh wow, I like that. So far so good. Let me go ahead and put some on the cheeks. That looks freaking good, you guys. Wow. I like that a lot, and that was really easy to blend. Are you guys seeing this? Wow, that's nice. I like that. Okay, I'm so happy. Let me go ahead and put the rest on. I'm gonna put a little bit right here, and then I think, I'm afraid, but I'll go ahead and put some a little bit on my nose, and then I'll blend it either with a small brush or with my fingers. Okay, bronzer, contours on, whatever you want to call it, and I absolutely love the way this looks. I like it a lot. I even put some underneath my lip just to make it look fuller, and I like that as well. So far, really love this. Now, I do have liquid blushes that I want to try. I'm going to try one on each side, but I do want to put on powder first. I'll try to avoid like my cheek area, but normally when I use a liquid or cream blush or bronzer, I want to make sure that it can go on top of powder, especially liquid and cream blushes. That is my biggest thing, is that it has to go on top of powder really good. So for powder, I have tried this once, so this is not a first impression, but this is the Polite Society loose powder. This is called the More Than a Pretty Powder Pore Minimizing Talc Free loose setting powder. I do have it in the shade Translucent. So when I first tried it out the first time, I tried to compare it to the Too Faced Peach Perfect one just to see if maybe this would be a dupe for that one. It's definitely not a dupe. I still prefer my Too Faced Peach Perfect one over this, but it wasn't as bad as I thought this was gonna be because I haven't seen the greatest review on this. I think the best way to put this on is with a damp beauty blender or sponge, whatever you have. I wouldn't use a puff or a brush for this. I would definitely use the sponge just so that way the powder can actually soak into your skin. So that is a tip with this powder. Maybe if you've tried this powder with a brush or one of these type of applicators, try using it with a damp sponge. I think that's gonna work best. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. This is what it looks like. I don't mind the packaging like this. Yes, it is a little bit messy, but I rather it be like this and have something on top just because it's just too much of a hassle for me. And then not a lot comes out, like not too much that where it's gonna get everywhere. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna look for my concealer brush real quick, and I'm just gonna make sure I don't have anything settling into my lines that bad. And then I'm just going to take my damp sponge. This is the Paw Paw one from AOA, and then I'm just gonna set my under eyes really quickly. That's another thing with this, is that you gotta move really fast because this does set pretty quickly. And then I'm not gonna take any additional product, and I'm just gonna run it through the rest of my face on one side, but that is what it looks like. And I do think this does look blurring, and it does look like my face is set, but I kind of feel like, you see, I feel like you could tell where I put the powder. So that to me means that there's going to be flashback. When I tried this the first time, I wasn't able to, or I think I forgot to take a picture with flash to see, but I'll try to remember this time to see, and then I'll either insert a picture here for you or something to let you guys know what it looked like, if it definitely left me a flash. I'm hoping it doesn't, but we will see. Let me go ahead and just do the other side. Okay guys, I'm noticing something as I'm sitting here putting the rest of the powder on. I have, on camera you could see it looks white underneath my eyes, and when I look at it in person, I don't see nothing. So that is indicating to me that there's gonna be flashback. Oh, fudge. So even though this powder does look blurry on the face, I don't love that. I don't love how it's leaving me a white cast right here on camera. If I could see it on camera and not in person, it's definitely gonna do it when I take flash photography. Dang it. So yeah, no, this Polite Society is a pass for me. Just for the simple fact, I already know, you could tell it's going to leave a white cast, and I have a glitter all over my face now. I don't know where that came from. I don't think you could tell on camera, but in person it's all over my face, and I don't know what I used that has glitter all over it. Oh, why is it doing that? Oh man, my makeup was looking good and now it's not. Okay, so hopefully this, whatever this is right here that's happening, hopefully I could fix it with setting spray. But let's just go ahead and move on for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and try the liquid and cream blushes. I have one of each. So I have the Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blush in the shade Scene. It just looks like this. And then I'm gonna try another Polite Society product. This is the blush, the Polite Pop Powder Blush Stick in the shade Sydney. These two colors kind of look similar, so that's why I picked these two, but that is what we're gonna use today. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the one from Polite Society first on this side. I'm really upset that you could see that powder underneath my eyes. Anyways, okay, I'm just gonna have to deal with it for right now. I know I could see it, you guys, so if you see it, yes, I know I see it. Let me see, what brush do I want to use? I forgot what brush I used for these products last time. Let's see, do I want to go directly onto my skin? Yeah, let's go ahead and go directly on, and then I'll just use a brush and blend it out. This looks more mauve on my skin than it did in the packaging. So it's not lifting up the product, but you guys, I don't like this either. So far, what have I tried? Have I tried anything from Polite Society that I did like? I don't think I did, because I didn't like the mascara either. That flaked and smudged so bad. That product I'll never use again. Let me put a little bit up here. But you know, I don't like it. Now it looks like I don't have anything. Did I blend that out too much? Okay, yeah, no, this is a complete fail. I don't like this product at all. Let me go ahead and try the one from Hourglass now. Did I mention I have tried both of these already the first time? This one, when I tried it, I don't think I shaked it enough because I didn't have enough pigment on my cheeks, and I think I heard people saying that you have to shake this really well. Also, you're gonna not get pigment, and it didn't last a long time. So I'm gonna shake this up real quick, and then I'm gonna try to see what brush I want to use for the other side. I might just still use this brush, we'll see, but let me go ahead and shake it real quick. Okay, I shook the blush up as much as I could. I'm just gonna use the Dibs brush, the same side that I used for the bronzer, and it's one of those packagings where you tilt it and then you push the button. It's like the Danessa Myricks primer, which I don't like this packaging because The Danessa Myricks one, it already broke on me. I can't get no product out. And I feel like when I tip it, I'm there for so long trying to get product. We'll see. I forgot what this one does, but I think what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and I'll put some on the inside of my hand. I'll do 2 drops. That might be too much, but we're just gonna roll with it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and work it into the brush. If it doesn't work like this, and I don't know what I'll do. I'll try something else, I guess, like a different brush, but so far it is going on. Ooh, I like that one so much more than the Polite Society one. Now it is a little bit pinker than I thought it was gonna be. I thought this was gonna be more neutral, but it's fine for now. What I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna put this on the other side too, since you really can't see that other blush. I think I like it, but I don't love it. I especially do not love the color because I feel like it's leaving me like a neon pink on my skin. I heard so many people raving about this blush that I don't know if I like it. Oops, I almost got too much. Let me go ahead and do the other side. Yeah, so I like it better than the Polite Society, but I don't love it. I forgot to tell you guys, this blush is going on top of the powder really nicely. I do like this side now with the blush rather than this side, but yeah, this blush, it's not bad, it's just not my favorite. I'm going to, for powder bronzer real quick, I do want to let you guys know I did pick up one of these Ulta Beauty brushes. This is a bronzer brush. This is the 146 bronzer brush. I've been in the market for a new bronzer brush. This one online looked like it was going to be pretty good, but when I went to get it and I felt it when I came home, it's almost a little bit too flimsy for what I prefer. Like, this does not really in person look like what I see with this. So I'm gonna try this and then I'll let you guys know if I like it. This might be going back, but we'll see. Okay, before I put on mascara, I do have a setting spray that I want to try. But real quick, I do want to let you guys know, actually this bronzer brush, not bad. I do like it. I didn't think I was going to like it, but I do like it. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. And then I did do a couple things off camera. I did, like I said, blush, bronzer, and highlighter powder. Ofra Rodeo Drive for the highlighter. Patrick Ta blush, and she's Seductive for the blush, and then for bronzer, Jaclyn Hill. And then I did go ahead and I did the inner corner with the shade Elm. It's the shade right here. I just placed it with the dry brush. It looks pretty good. For my brow bone, I just used the Rodeo Drive highlighter. And then for my eyebrows, I did use the Too Faced brow wig in shade dark brown. So that is what I did off camera. So before I do my lip liner and my mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. Okay, so I did try this one time. I don't like it. I'm so scared. So I am talking about the L'Oreal Infallible 3-second setting mist. It just looks like this. You guys, this smells so bad. And if you get it in your mouth, it's going to taste nasty. This is truly like hairspray. If you don't like the one from One Size, the setting spray, you're definitely not going to like this. I definitely like the one from One Size more than this one. The one from One Size, people say it smells like hairspray. I personally don't think it does. This definitely smells like it. The One Size, I don't know. And the mist is more fine. This one is just a little bit too much for me. But yeah, definitely get the One Size over this. But let me go ahead and spray. Does this say to shake? I can't remember. I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and shake it, but pray for me, you guys. I'm so scared. So try not to breathe when you put this on, but yeah, not my favorite at all. And then also, I forgot to mention, when I do spray it, my face gets like tight. It works, like my face does look set and it does look smooth, but for the smell and the way it makes my face feel, yeah, no, it's not worth it for me. But that is what the setting spray looks like. I forgot how much it was too, but okay, before I compare palettes for you guys, I do want to put a lip product on. I do have a lip liner on, but for lip product, I am gonna put on this YSL. This is called the Candy Glow. This is in the shade 6B. Now, originally I wasn't gonna get this because some of them have, well, most of them have the pH adjusting formula, and I don't like that formula. I did hear that this specific shade doesn't have it, so that is why I picked it up. It's really pretty. I don't think it's gonna go good with the eye look, but that's okay. So let me go ahead and just put it on. Like I said, I have tried this before. I like it. Well, actually, I really do like it a lot. However, it doesn't last a long time. So if you're expecting for this to last a long time, it's not going to. But that is what it looks like. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so glad I was able to find a shade that will work for me. I love YSL products. So that one I really do like. So now let's go ahead and real quick compare some eyeshadow palettes for you. So first one up is the Mini Biba palette. Yes, it just looks like this. This is not comparable to the new I Need a Warm palette. The Mini Biba is much more cool tone in my opinion. So that is what it looks like side by side. I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys it. And then the next one is the bronze. Yes, the Mini Bronze. And this one I think, yeah, you guys can tell the Mini Bronzed here on the bottom is much more warm tone than the I Need a Warm palette. But yeah, that is what it looks like. I don't really see any shades that I can compare side by side. Let me see. Yeah, no, this one right here is much more redder than this one. This one is much more brown caramel color, but I did want to go ahead and show you guys side by side. And then the next one is Mini Nude. I love this one, and again, this is what it looks like side by side. Not so much, but yeah, that is what it looks like. And then the last mini one I have to compare is the I Need a Dream palette, and this is what it looks like. Again, the Mini Dream palette is much more cool tone, obviously, than the I Need a Warm palette, but I did want to go ahead and show you guys. Now let's go ahead and talk about some of the bigger palettes. I have the bronze palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch it now. The bronze palette is gonna be at the top, and the new I Need a Warm palette is at the bottom. The bronze is much more warm with like oranges and really gold colors and like red oranges. I definitely prefer the new I Need a Warm over the bronze. If I wasn't a Natasha Denona collector or doing this, I would definitely declutter this one and keep the I Need a Warm palette, just because I really don't love the bronze palette, just because I don't love reds and I don't love gold oranges on my skin tone. But yeah, that is what it looks like side by side. I definitely love the I Need a Warm more. This one, I Need a Warm, is more of a neutral warm color, as to this one is a true warm color with a lot of golds and oranges. But yeah, these are very different in my opinion. The next one I want to compare is the I Need a Nude palette, and this is what it looks like side by side. Oh yeah, you could tell the I Need a Nude is definitely more cool tone, but that is what it looks like. It still looks really pretty side by side in my opinion. I like the way this looks. So when you're putting it against each other like this, you could definitely tell this is a warm palette on top and this is a cooler palette on the bottom. I do like both of these palettes though. But yeah, that is what this looks like. And then I want to show you guys the Glam palette real quick, and that is what it looks like. I don't know why I'm comparing these two, to be honest. These look nothing alike, but I just want to go ahead and show you. And then I Need a Dream palette. I definitely want to swatch the multi-chromes of each because I want to see what the difference is, but this is what it looks like side by side. And then I'm gonna swatch Phenomenon, I think that's how you say it, and then I Need a warm palette. I almost said nude palette, but that is what that one looks like. And then I'm gonna swatch the multi-chrome in the I Need my Dream palette, I'm sorry, and that's the shade Vision. That is what that shade looks like. So yeah, really different. The one from, sorry I'm flipping you guys off, the one from my Dream palette is much more cool. I mean, not cool, what is cool, but much more pink and purple with a little bit of green, and this one is more gold, green, peachy. I will say though, I do like the multi-chrome more in the my Dream palette. I keep on saying something else, but in my Dream palette I definitely like the multi-chrome more. It's more pigmented. This one I feel like on camera and in person it doesn't look too multi-chrome-ish, you know what I mean? I feel like this one in my Dream palette is more multi-chrome. You could definitely see the shift better. So yeah, the one, like I said, the multi-chrome in the new palette is definitely not my favorite. I wish they would have maybe worked on it a little bit more. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I can compare, but no. Or you know what, maybe Familia in the my Dream palette with Fervor, I think. These two right here. Oh yeah, no, those are really different. Sorry, my fingers this one doesn't want to go down. But yeah, that is what it looks like, and I did want to mention that with the multi-chromes in each of the palettes, I definitely prefer the one in my Dream palette over the new one. And then this is what it looks up against Biba. Biba is the one on the top, and then the new I Need a Warm palette. The Biba definitely has a lot of warms, but it also has a lot of cool tone colors like these up here, and a lot of neutral colors, but so does the I Need a Warm palette. It definitely has a few of the neutral colors. Now let me see if there's anything that's comparable to swatch. Not really. Yeah, no, not really, but I did want to go ahead and show you guys side by side what these two palettes look like. I'm trying so hard not to drop them, you guys. And then I do have one last palette, and that is the original gold palette. Now I don't have the golden palette just because that one was way too warm for me. Again, that had a lot of gold yellow color in there, and it's just not something that I gravitate towards, so I didn't get it. And a lot of those colors are already in this original gold palette. So that is what the gold palette looks like. And then this is what the I Need a Warm palette looks like. Again, very different. The original gold palette has much more yellow golds, true golds in here, mustardy colors, as to the new one has more neutral colors. But that is what it looks like up against each other. Alright you guys, real quick, let me go over the products that I tried out in today's video. Let's start off with the products that I absolutely love. The new I Need a Warm palette. I really do enjoy this palette. This is not too warm for me. Like I said, it has a lot of neutral warms, which I do prefer. And then the Dior Cream Contour Stick, I really like a lot. I like the way it looks on my skin. And then I do like the YSL lip product. The e.l.f. eyeshadow primer, I'm definitely going to have to see if my eyeshadow creases. I have had this on for a while now. I would say about an hour, and I haven't got any creasing. So I will let you guys know, maybe like in a pinned comment on how my makeup wore. And then for like the products that I'm not sure about, I just have one, and it's the Hourglass liquid blush. I'm not crazy over the color. Maybe I need to get another color, but yeah, I'm not crazy about it, but I'll keep on playing with it and letting you guys know. And now for the products that I absolutely did not like in today's video. The Polite Society products I did not like at all. The what is it called, the setting powder, it looks better now that I have the setting spray on. It definitely took away that white look, but I'm really interested to see once I take a flash picture on how it's gonna look. Right now it doesn't look too bad, but I don't want to have to be messing with this powder. It's just too finicky for me. And then the blush, it wasn't my favorite. It just didn't have enough pigment, and the color I didn't really like. And then the last product that I did not like was this L'Oreal setting spray. This one I would definitely pass on. Just get the one size spray. That one's a little bit better. Alright guys, that was my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And also, if you are not subscribed to my channel, I would love if you would subscribe. And until the next time, I will catch you guys later. Bye!